What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you guys are good and I hope you guys are well. It's your boy Bongani, Putsoane. We are live. We are live on our brand new podcast. I'm not alone. Hey, I don't even tell you the name right now. I don't want to say the name right now because I just want to introduce the guy that I'm going with. I'm your host, and I have a co-host who's joining me all the way from the United States of...
Come on, brother.
Where you from, Dot?
The United States of Mpumalanga, my bro.
Tell me something. Is Mpumalanga part of South Africa? Because Mpumalanga is good, yo.
Yeah, it's part of the country, Mzansi.
Hey.
Yeah, it's part of the country. Although our tribes there are a bit foreign for you guys in this country of KwaZulu, but I mean it's in the country.
It's in the country. Mm-hmm. So what language do you speak since you're from Mpumalanga? Am I saying it right, Mpumalanga?
Mm-hmm. I speak Tsonga. Mm-hmm. I'm multilingual. I can tell you a lot more languages, but my home language is Tsonga.
Okay, greet the people. Let us welcome them with Tsonga. Tsonga. Yeah.
Avusheni. Well, because depending on the time you're going to be watching this, Avusheni, Riperile, Inhlekani, Minjani, Vitora mina Rapture, Wakamangani. Yo, bro, Tsonga is leaving my tongue now. Rapture Wakamangani. Nampushela nkwenu nabutwa mina laniwa vitraena ebongani bongs Putsoane. I'm happy to be here. Nitsakile kuvalaniwa.
Yo, man, I'm super excited, man. And Mina, I'm a foreigner. I'm all over the world. I mean, I don't know what Ngumzulu, Msutu, Africa, but greetings, guys. We're super excited to be coming to you guys. We are chilling a Looper in Florida Road. If you are looking to have an amazing pizza, amazing drinks, amazing food, come through to Looper. Shout out to the manager for giving us the slots to be able to use this venue. As you can see the lights, as you can see the background, it's amazing. So I'm super excited to announce the new podcast that's just dropping now. I'm chilling with my brother Rapture, Mr. Shilo. Welcome. Should we tell them the name of our podcast?
Yeah, let's tell them so they know what we're doing. Yeah.
The name of the podcast, it's called Public Success, Private Failure Podcast.
Yeah.
So we're basically focusing on people coming through, sharing their stories in terms of success, in terms of how they've made it in life, and also sharing their failures. Because too many times when I Rapture Fetu, it's easy for us to see someone successful. Like you now, I know Fetu, you're a musician. And then someone just hates on you because now you're successful, but they don't know that you have to go through failures. What's your take on this name of the podcast, Public Success, Private Failure Podcast?
Yeah, no, I think it's a powerful one because it speaks about even if you look at gold, before it's gold, it has to go through the fire. You know, anything that comes out as a success. I mean, if we look at us, we come from our parents. Our mothers had to bear childbearing pains before they have the child.
Showcase.
So it's always pain and then celebrations.
Come on, that's so powerful.
Yeah, if you look at how people are happy to just hold the child, and God says that every good gift comes from the Lord. But if sometimes people look at how you got the child as well as a bad story.
Sure, come on.
Maybe the child came through rape. Maybe the child came through whatever things that might, divorce. whatever that might have happened. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing, you know. So I think we can look at it as broad as possible.
Showcase.
Because it's everywhere. I mean, before you graduate, you have to go through school.
You have to write a test.
You have to write a test. You understand? You have to bear all those sleepless nights.
Showcase, bro.
So sometimes in those nights you fail. Sometimes you feel like giving up. Sometimes you feel like, man, I think maybe school is not for me. And I'm talking about me. It happens for me too.
Hey.
You know, sometimes you feel like, maybe I'm in the wrong career or I'm in the wrong something. You
That's
know?
so good.
Sometimes you try and fail and try again and you feel like, what else should I do? But at the end of the day, when we celebrate, we don't actually speak about these things. And then people look at it and say, at the end of the day, he's just successful because he had connections, he had this, he had privilege, he had that and that and that and that. But we don't speak about the behind the scenes.
Sure, man. I love how you're sharing, bro, because it's quite important that as a society that we really get this. Everybody, go to. There's not. I hate this thing where people think we're an overnight success. There's no such a thing as overnight success. You know. In fact, let me put it even this way. This is a podcast, by the way, guys, and we just sharing our views, our thoughts, and our hearts. So this is a raw podcast where we're not looking to be perfect, but we're looking just to share our minds. In fact, I mean, I believe everything is hard. In fact, to Rapture. Umuntu ontshontshayo has to work hard. To be able to steal.
Yeah.
You know, as much as we're not promoting ukuthi umuntu antshontshe, but I always say to people, you gotta choose your heart. It's either you're gonna work hard to be successful, or stay hard to be poor. Because to be poor, it's hard.
It's also hard as well. You want to be rich, it's hard as well.
Hey, bro, there's nothing in life that comes easy.
Yeah, it's powerful. Yeah.
Because we have so many people who we always, I always call young people, this generation, number 2K, because we eat noodles, 2-minute noodles, everything is 2 minutes, quick, fast. We live in a generation where they want it now, instant, now, you know, instant. But there's nothing like that, bro. Everything has to go through a process. Like you spoke about gold. In order for it to look nice, unfortunately, ring amnyama.
Tandaza, my brother. Tandaza, my brother.
Maybe you are watching. You feel led to sow
a gold.
To sow a seed of a gold.
Please, me too. At least you are the blank. You have nothing, my
brother. You can drop in your request to corner. So shall blind dates corner like loop.
Please, my man. Please.
But yeah, man. Going back to that, bro. As young people, we gotta work hard, bro. And you know where I'm at now, looking at my life also when you're thinking about this podcast, how to name it. This topic, public success, private failure, it links up to everybody.
True. Yeah,
whether you're a cleaner, whether you're a domestic worker, whether you're a CEO, whether you're a billionaire, we all experience part of us failure and success.
Yeah.
Maybe I should ask you, bro, you know, what is success? What does success mean to you? And how do you know that you are successful?
I think success for me is a measure of moving from comfortability to being uncomfortable.
Sure.
You know, because like you said, I remember this year I posted a video on Instagram and I said, there's one thing that is a problem in this generation, and that thing is comfortability. You know, we want to be comfortable. Okay, try something that will stretch your mind. We don't do those things. You know, we don't do such things because we want to be comfortable at all times. So success for me, like you say, success will have to do with you moving from you being comfortable to being uncomfortable.
Sirekhoda yona ke podcast ngiyabona nje sikwi podcast but we cela usilethela ama drinks mfethu yeah cela usilethela nawo la mfethu yeah see on by the way mfethu, so we are live. So
yeah,
city cheers to the podcast.
Yeah, cheers, my
our first episode.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Although another one is coming.
Mina lo mfethu. Noma ngasitha nje mfethu. Sure. This is going to be a road podcast bafethu. Ngiyabona nje because siyadayisa siyamarketa la. Thank you so much mfethu. Away bro, sharp. Yeah. So we want to really create a safe environment for our viewers at home, as Rapture was saying. Yes, bro.
Yeah. Like so, I was saying, success is a measure of you moving from comfortability to being uncomfortable. Because when you're comfortable, you are winning nothing.
Sure.
You know, when you're comfortable, there's no way you are winning anything. The science says that the higher you go, the more the pressure gets.
Come on.
Difficult.
And let me ask,
you know?
on top of that, and then you'll continue. People think that when you're on top, you don't feel pressure.
There's no way. When you're on top, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, my man. So if we take it to football, you look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Sure. You look at Lionel Messi. The pressure is there. Now they know that yes, they've been there.
Sure.
But there's a pressure. The likes of Mbappe and others are coming. You know, they know that they will have to at some point not win a Ballon d'Or.
Sure.
And at some point not win the best goal scorer in the world or the best player in the world. You know. So the higher you go, the more pressure there is.
Showcase.
You know, we're speaking about. We're also reading about the submarine story the other day.
Bro.
The deeper you go, the more pressure it is.
I was shocked at that thing to
it just exploded because of pressure.
But I think we're not giving the guys credit also, even though they made I wouldn't say foolish.
Yeah.
But I respect the boldness
to
be
not
able to take
be
a step.
comfortable. To not being comfortable.
Because the story's trended.
Yeah.
Because every single one of us, we look at the likes of Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison. It was not comfortable. It was tough. Robben Island, isolated from your family.
That's success.
You look at Martin Luther King.
That's success, man.
You look at this guy. I mean, in fact, even though they died, but I mean, I think it's a successful story. I salute them.
Exactly.
I respect them for breaking the boundaries because we are so comfortable in sitting in an era. Yes. In fact, let me say, they did their research.
Exactly.
It's just that they failed. Every single one of us, you can plan as much as you want. Like today. See, like Florida, it's cold. We never know when it's gonna rain. You know, we can you'll try and plan everything, but so even those guys they planned, they tried, even though
they failed. You know, but at the end of the day, they did what they wanted to do, and it's success for them. You know. We look at if we look at it in the biblical way, the guys who were building the Tower of Babel,
sure,
they came together and they said, guys, no man, let's do something. We want to be something. We want to be known for something.
And the good thing, I love what you say. They want to be known for something.
They want to be known for something.
These guys are going to go down.
They will never forget us.
Bro.
They said, let's build and go to heaven and go see God.
Today we're talking about who?
God, even God himself was shaken. He was like, no, let's go and confuse these people. Because if they agree together upon something, nothing will be impossible for them.
Because even those guys, when they went down, they agreed on something.
They agreed on something, and it was never going to be impossible for them. It was pressure that made it was like, no, guys, stop now.
And also, I think for me, it's a successful story because in their own head knowledge and everything, it was a success, and pressure just had to happen in nature.
In nature, exactly.
Because
exactly.
Yeah,
they defied all of that.
You get what I'm saying? Even the guy who made the light bulb failed 1,000 times, but he just found different ways. And I'm sure there's someone right now who's planning a submarine. Listen, my guy, my name is Bongani Putsoane, all the way from South Africa, in If you want to go down, I'm in, bro. As long as you don't use a remote control, dog. Please.
Let's use a steering wheel now, please, my man. Please. Let's go check it out. You know, it's like that. The story of the moon, guys who went to the moon, they failed. I don't know if now there are people who are planning of going to the sun, because that's has always been a story that has always failed. But hey, the sun, I'm not going there. But you know, so it's moving from uncomfortability, from comfortability to uncomfortability. That's success for me. You can put it to whatever story you have, but success is always uncomfortable.
But I really want to admire when I look at success, bro. I look at my mom, bro. My mom and my dad, they've been married for over 25 years. I think 27 years, man. and those guys, they don't have like degree, they don't have nothing, but they're able to build a home, they were able to buy a house. My dad was able to buy a car. That's success.
Yeah.
You know, I think too many times as people, we even put pressure on our parents. I wish my mom was like this, I wish my dad was like this. The fact that, take this one down, the fact that your mom and your dad never abort you, that is a successful story alone.
Because it's never easy having a child.
It's never easy, bro. Look at our currency right now. Look at the means of living right now. In fact, I was doing my research. By the way, if you didn't know, Bongani Putsoane reads. I do my research. They said, in order for you to survive in South Africa, you need a minimum of income of like 45,000 rands in order for you to survive.
Imagine.
But my mom, she's a street vendor. My dad is a tailor. We are and in summer taxi, they have like 5 kids, and we've never been hungry. And another thing, I don't know what this thing called black tax, bro. I don't believe it's a black text, bro. Like right now, I just bought an iPhone 14 and my new phone, the old phone, I'm actually going to give it to my sister. Not because of pressure, but I understand. I'm actually preparing her so that she doesn't go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Because bro, I think that's a topic on its own, black text. We shouldn't look at it as black text.
True, my man. Success is different for people. Like you are saying, you're mentioning your family. So the goal of your father and your mother is always to make life easier for the children. And that success as it is. Just let's try all we can. That as much as we are struggling, but let our children have bread in the morning.
A better life.
You know, let Bongani Putsoane have education so that it can be something in the future. Exactly. Now you have a new phone now. You want to make things better
for
your younger sister because it's also success for you. You know, because you're making life easier for her. So sometimes the problem is we make success to look like success is let me be rich, let me have a car, let me have this and this and this and this.
Then I will be
if I'm not wearing like that or having this and this and that, then I'm not successful. Success is not based on the material things. You know, it's always how am I making life easier and better for me and those surrounding me.
That's so beautiful, bro. That's so beautiful. Kunomtshito sekasi ucabanga ibalance yakho, kunomtshito sekasi ufuna Louis Vuitton, ufuna iGucci. It's good if you can afford, buy it. But don't put yourself under pressure because of a brand. Let me tell you a funny story, bro. Growing up, my parents, John Shutu Mawame, in Manchester, Peter Marisbeck, Ebegi Tent, Daisy Shwe, Daisy Impatla. I think on this podcast, you're going to actually get to know us for real.
Yeah.
Because in an hour, I can't share my story. But in the podcast, as you journey with us, you'll get to actually know me. Oh, my Daisy Impatla in Manchester, she used to buy me
Manchester,
stuff.
not UK.
No. Ayabona ngiba sensitive, sengifuna ukukhala, ngiba emotional.
Because you must be sure.
Ngifuna ukushaya Dr. Malinga. Hey. Sengifuna ukukhala manje ayimosha. Manchester, Peter Marisbeck, kunendawo kuthiwa Manchester.
All right.
So manje my mom used to buy me impahla mfethu ezifake, you know, ama no name brands. Bengithengele Nike yabo letho ngoba my friend, which I don't have a problem with, yabo. So kodwa mengigqokile because I used to hang around with kids who come from a better home, you know, which is good, which I admired them for that, yabo. But they made me feel uncomfortable because they used to take mfethu, how would you feel mfethu? Uyaqhamuka ugqoka impahla entsha ngithi kuwena
Horrible.
Ucheck ilabel ukuthi is it original?
Uthi yona yangempela.
No, my friends used to check my clothes, my pants, ophaqa bami. But I will not lie, I thank God mfethu for the attitude I have. Mina ngihlopheka kakhulu, but I never allowed people to destroy me. I never hated them and I never wanted to pay revenge, you know. But I understood ukuthi yes, it was painful then. But I understand ukuthi it was a journey. Yeah. So, but I am really grateful mfethu for my family that has always been there, supporting me. For me, success, it's all about doing what you can do at that particular moment, not overstretching yourself. Uthanda ukuthi umfundisi uSahluko, manage your appetite.
Yeah, true.
Ungathi uNkulunkulu ukunikile into elingana nale cup when ufuna idrum lonke lamanzi. Ufuna the whole Durban ocean. Whatever God has given you, be a good steward of what God has given you, and then God's gonna trust you with much.
Yeah.
So for me, a successful story is staying in a shack in Fetu, and I'm happy. Family is healthy. Yonke so progressa. Impilo is a progressa, one step at a time.
Yeah,
So
true. It's powerful. Now, what do you say to that average child having the same experience as you, my bro? That average child who does not understand success, who does not understand the process, the preparation, facing what you are facing.
The funny thing, this advice I'll give somebody. You don't need to know what the future holds for you. You just need to be present in a present moment. Because sometimes we can set our expectations. I want to be a billionaire. What if you don't become a billionaire?
Hey.
You already you'll be defeated. Already you're gonna be depressed. Mina, when I was going through what I was going through, I allowed myself to go through the process, and I enjoyed the process. Mina Rapture used to walk 10Ks to school. You walk in faith. But I used to talk to myself and talk to my friends. Becky, a lot of friends used to talk, speak about vision, But I was in the moment. I was in the moment, yet I still had a picture. This is where I want to go. And I also told myself, if I don't get where I want to get, I'm not going to be hard on myself. We have a generation of people who have big visions. If they don't achieve that vision, they are hard on themselves and they end up destroying themselves.
It's powerful. Powerful.
So sinasikhathi singana mfethu angifuna ibe yinde. Say introduction. Public Success Private Failure Podcast. It's your boy Bongani Putsoane, no Rapture. Siyadayisa sayitolo Rapture. What do you do for a living, bro? Siyadayisa adverts like.
I'm a musician, my man. I'm an artist. Yo, bro, me, I'm an all rounder. Let me mention my bio.
Come on now.
I'm a recording artist. I'm a worship leader. I'm a music director. I'm a music producer.
In a studio foot, yeah.
I'm a content creator.
Just like it.
I'm a speaker.
You're a speaker. We speak and let's just call we speak as kulumai.
Speaker, let's just kulumai.
Okay.
I'm a speaker. I'm a civil engineering student as well.
Sure, man.
So you see, it's a whole bio. So yes, I'm a recording artist. I have content on YouTube, Rapture, Resoundingkeys. I have an album that is out that's doing well. I think it's a year old now. No,
sure.
Should be a year and a half. Yeah, that's doing well. And yeah, that's me.
Check out the album, Vetu. You'll be blessed by the album. And can I shock you, Rapture? You already have 7 streams of income. If you can manage it properly. You just mentioned like 7 things. If you can properly manage that, you already have 7 streams of income. Yo, bro, that's amazing. I'm really inspired, bro. Yo, I'm really inspired. So, Mina, to introduce myself.
What's happening with you?
As the question is popped from Rapture. Mina, I'm Bongani Putsoane, like I've said earlier on. I'm a youth leader at Discovery Church. Shout out to Discovery members. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, what's popping?
So what's up, niggas? I'm a Discovery youth leader.
Yeah.
I'm an author. I'm a preacher, motivational speaker, life coach.
Hey.
What else I do? I'm a musician. I have a singing and I draw.
I didn't know about that one.
We go. Yeah. So I do that. I'm a content creator. In my spare time, I love just pushing content, positive content out there. And in fact, I'm not an author. I'm a award-winning author.
Award-winning.
So
It means I should have mentioned as well that I'm an award-winning artist.
artist.
The thing is, I didn't come with my things, but it's fine.
No, but you know, but sazofaka izinto zethu abantu babone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I do, bro. And I'm a founder and CEO of PEC Foundation. I have an organization called PEC Foundation that started in Pretoria. Shout out to the guys who are part of that movement that has impacted millions of people. And yeah, I mean, and lastly, I'm a vessel. I'm always open to be used by God to inspire this generation. And I started a new job today. I'm a podcaster.
Yeah.
My brother.
I'm a podcaster as well.
Yeah, we are together.
Yeah.
And so yeah, maybe last things as we close off, bro. There's so much that I want to talk about, but because we're introducing this thing, we don't want to be too long, bro.
Yeah, no, we'll be having a lot of guests come through. So we're going to be breaking down a lot of topics. We're going to be talking to a lot of amazing people. We're going to be sharing their sides of success, their sides of public success and private failure. You know, they'll be sharing a whole lot of things. So we don't want people to think we are only going to be talking about a constrained topic as in success. We're going to be talking all things
relationships,
all things,
money,
you know, everything, whatever that affects people in a daily life. We're gonna be talking about all of those things. So I'm super excited for this. It's going to be great, and shout out to the restaurant. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. They're playing nice jazz. Behind the scenes, and man, it's proper, man.
The way that God is so faithful. They didn't even fight us. They were like, guys,
man.
do what. In fact, this is not the only restaurant that we're going to be using. There's another one down the road, which we're going to introduce you to as we journey. All the restaurants we went to, they're like, guys, do your stuff. God gave us that favor. So I love what you're saying. In this podcast, we're going to be talking to politicians, talking to mothers, talking to people in the streets, taxi drivers, pilots. Like, I want to tell you one thing. We're going to be taking the industry of podcasts to a whole different level. We're going to be going to schools, organizations. We're not just going to be focusing on spirituality, but we've also been focusing on different things. We're going to be talking to chefs. We're going to be talking to different types of people because we strongly believe that the content that we want to produce, it's for the nations, it's for everybody. So from my side, I really want to say to you guys, I love you, appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching and being part of this family. Please subscribe.
Subscribe, like, share, comment. Also, if you want to be here, part of us.
If you want to be part of us, drop us a DM.
A DM,
or
you know,
email
you wanna
us.
sell whatever, you wanna
Yes.
Collaborate.
Yes.
Whatever you wanna give us, help us with anything. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're
So
welcome to give us,
definitely. So if you want to advertise anything, you are selling something, you want to come help us on the podcast, feel free to do so. And this is going to be an amazing. Please share this with your friends, share this on your stories, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Guti, Public Success, Private Failure podcast has arrived. I know you've been waiting, guys, but we are here to stay. Our first episode. Let's go. But I was being to champagne, amanzi.
Let's go.
Too many more.
I'm hlanganising it, but let's do it.
Smells refreshing.
We must get that PPPP thing, man.
Everything,
That PPPP thing.
we need. In fact, I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna sugarcoat things. We are inspired by other podcasters. We're inspired by Podcast and Chill, what they've done. We're inspired by also Rapture because he has a podcast outside of this podcast. We're inspired by so many people, and we might even have our own ghost lady. You never know. We never know, but we'll be innovative. So as I close it off, the future is so bright.
Hey, mine is already is bright.
The future is so bright that you gotta wear some shades.
You feel me?
You feel me? Go out there, make an impact, inspire, impact, and influence the next generation. Don't die a copy, but die as an original. God bless you. Have a fantastic week. We are out.
Bye. Peace.